Ma'am, this ticket is fake. You're under arrest.
Fake! I'm a federal judge! Unhand me!
Tell it to the judge.
The airport was buzzing with the usual chaos, rolling suitcases, boarding calls, and impatient travelers, when everything suddenly stopped. A police officer stepped forward, his voice loud and commanding. "Ma'am, I need you to come with me. That ticket is fake." The woman in the red suit didn't flinch. Calm, composed, she held her ground. "It's not fake," she said firmly, maintaining eye contact. But the officer had already made up his mind. Within seconds, the tension escalated. Another officer joined in, and travelers nearby began to slow down, sensing something serious was unfolding. A few people even pulled out their phones, recording. "Hands behind your back," the officer snapped. Gasps rippled through the crowd. The woman hesitated, not out of fear, but disbelief. "Are you serious right now?" she asked, her voice steady but sharp. "You're making a mistake." But mistakes don't wait for permission. They cuffed her, right there, in front of everyone. Whispers spread like wildfire. Some people shook their heads, others just stared, unsure of what they were witnessing. The officers began searching her bag, pulling out documents, her phone, and finally her ID. That's when everything changed. One officer looked down at the card, then looked again. His expression froze. "Wait," he muttered, his voice suddenly uncertain. The second officer leaned in. "What is it?" But the first officer didn't answer right away. His grip loosened. The confidence he had just seconds ago, gone, because the name on that ID didn't match the story they thought they were dealing with. It carried weight, authority, power. The woman they had just arrested was a federal judge. Silence. Real, heavy silence. The kind that makes your stomach drop. The officer who had been shouting now stepped back slightly, as if distance could undo what had just happened. His partner's face drained of color. "Ma'am," he started, but the words didn't come. Around them, the crowd leaned in even closer. Phones still recording, but now capturing something very different. Not just an arrest, but the moment it all fell apart. The judge stood there, still composed, even with handcuffs on her wrists. She didn't yell, she didn't panic, she just looked at them. And that look said everything. "Are we done?" she asked quietly. The officers scrambled. One quickly moved to unlock the cuffs, his hands no longer steady. We didn't realize." "That's the problem," she interrupted, calm but cutting. "You didn't realize." No one moved. No one spoke. Because deep down, everyone watching knew this wasn't just about a fake ticket. It was about assumptions, about rushing to judgment, about power used too quickly, and accountability coming just as fast. As the cuffs came off, the roles in that moment had completely reversed. The officers weren't in control anymore. She was. And while she walked away without raising her voice, the impact of that moment stayed behind, echoing through every person who witnessed it. Because sometimes it's not the arrest that changes everything. It's who you realize you just arrested.